Good morning, sweet friends. I'm so glad you're here today. This video is going to be a little different from what I normally share. There's no room makeover, store walkthrough, or decorating project to tackle. Instead, I thought I'd simply invite you along for a regular day at home. From friend to friend, I'd like to get just a little bit more personal. My hope is that if you're feeling some of the things that I've been feeling lately, you'll know you're not alone. Recently, I've realized that life isn't made up of big moments. Instead, most of our lives are lived in the ordinary, making breakfast, pouring a cup of coffee, cleaning the kitchen, running errands, taking care of the people and places we've been entrusted with, and maybe that's where some of life's greatest blessings are found. Maybe you're in a season of change. Maybe your life looks different than it did a few years ago. Maybe your routines have changed and your home feels a little quieter, or you're just simply trying to figure out what the next chapter looks like. If that's you, I hope today's video encourages you. If I'm being honest, this season of life has been stretching me in ways I didn't quite expect. With the kids grown and out of the house, it's been an adjustment learning what this quieter rhythm looks like. Last year brought a lot of change for our family. Both Caleb and Elena got married, and watching them begin this new chapter has been one of life's greatest blessings. Elena and Asher live just a few minutes away, so we're thankful we get to see them often. But Caleb and Kayla moved to Florida for new job opportunities, and if I'm being honest, that's a little further than this mama's heart would prefer. I'm incredibly grateful that our kids are healthy and happy and building lives of their own. That's exactly what we prayed for all of these years. It just takes a little time to adjust to a quieter home in this new season of being empty nesters. And I know many of you probably understand exactly what I mean. So maybe you felt this way too. And if you have, I hope that you know you are not alone and that this season, even with its questions, can still be full of purpose, peace, and joy. As I was making the bed this morning, I found myself thinking about how easy it is to overlook the value of these ordinary, everyday tasks. Making the bed, folding the laundry, preparing a meal, caring for our homes. Well, they may not seem extraordinary, but they are the ones that can serve the people we love every single day. When I care for our home, I hopefully am creating a place where Scott and I can rest, where our family always feels welcome. And that gives even the simplest tasks a deeper meaning. I truly believe God can use our everyday faithfulness as much as our biggest accomplishments. And I've discovered that when I stop looking at these chores as things I have to do and start seeing them as ways I get to care for the people He placed in my life, they bring a sense of peace, purpose, and even joy. Maybe that's the true gift of getting older and living in this season, learning that ordinary life, lived with love and gratitude, is never just ordinary in God's eyes. One thing on my to-do list today was pulling some weeds from our front landscaping. One thing I've been trying to do lately is to get outside a little earlier in the day. There's just something about the morning sunshine, fresh air, that helps me to clear my mind and start the day on a more positive note. As I was weeding, I couldn't help but to think how much life resembles a garden. Things don't stay beautiful on their own. They need attention, patience, and time. Sometimes we have to remove things that slowly creep in before healthy things can have room to grow. I've also realized every season asks something different of us. There was a season when our home was loud. Kids were coming and going. We had sports, school, laundry that never seemed to end. And back then, I couldn't imagine the quiet would ever come. And now, the house is peaceful, sometimes wonderfully peaceful, and sometimes a little too quiet. I think that's part of growing older, learning not to wish yourself back into a different chapter, but asking God to help you live fully in the one you're in now. Just like trimming away the dead branches, I think sometimes we need to prune some things away from our own lives. Not because we're trying to be perfect, because sometimes things quietly steal our joy. For me, one of the biggest joy stealers can be comparison. I think it's so easy to look at someone else's life and think they have it all figured out, that they're happier, more successful, or living a more meaningful life. But comparison has a way of taking our eyes off the blessing God has already placed right in front of us. After spending some quality time with Nyla outside, I headed out to run a few errands. As I walked through both stores, I found myself noticing all the little signs of summer: patriotic treats for the 4th of July, fresh flowers, flags, watermelon, and fruit and veggie trays ready for family gatherings. It's those simple things that remind us how special each season really is. And if we're not careful, we can become so busy planning what's next that we miss the beauty of life that's going on right now.
Oh, you're so happy? Nobody else is coming.
Once the groceries were put away, I decided I wanted to try out this new cake recipe I saw. It looks super yummy, and I think it will be a special treat to enjoy for the upcoming 4th of July weekend. Plus, baking always forces me to slow down. There's something so satisfying and comforting about measuring ingredients, mixing everything together, and waiting while something wonderful fills the house with the smell of home. I've spent a lot of time lately thinking about where true joy really comes from. And I know that lasting joy comes only from the Lord. It's not something that we can buy, earn, or chase after in the world around us. It's something He places in our hearts when we stay close to Him. I used to think joy came from having everything just right and perfect: a beautifully decorated home, a full calendar, or something exciting to look forward to. And while those things can be fun, they don't last. They fade and they change. But the joy that comes from the Lord is steady. It's present even on the quiet days, even in the in between seasons, and even when life doesn't look the way we expected. I've also noticed that His joy often shows up in the simplest moments: the ordinary morning, around the dinner table, maybe in a conversation with someone you love, watching Nyla run across the yard, and sharing desserts after dinner. Those moments may seem small, but when we recognize them as gifts from Him, they become something so much more. They become reminders that He is near, that He is good, and that even in the ordinary times, He is filling our lives with quiet, lasting joy. While the cake continues to bake, I did want to catch you up on my furniture swap. I recently shared that I switched out our green swivel chair for the wingback chairs that were in our office. And I've had a little time now to live with that change. After sitting with it for a bit, I've decided that these chairs were meant to stay. I just absolutely love them there, and I really think the chair swap makes both rooms look and feel their absolute best. Today, I'm excited to push in the matching swivel chair to complete the office. I was so happy to see it was back in stock at Target. Having that matching chair really does complete the space. It's a small change, but sometimes small changes help us to enjoy our rooms just a little bit more. I love the swivel chair here as well because it's so practical for working and editing, and it fits the aesthetic that I was going for. Calm and cozy. I'll do a little bit of editing, easing into the afternoon, and enjoying the rhythm of the day. I think that's true of life too. Sometimes we spend so much time wishing life looked different that we miss the beauty sitting right in front of us. I'm still learning, and I'm still figuring out what this season looks like. And maybe that's okay. Maybe we don't have to have everything figured out. Maybe we can simply keep showing up, keep loving our families, keep serving where God has planted us, and trust Him with the rest. While the cake was cooling, I was able to add that simple arrangement of flowers. And now that it's cooled a bit, it's time for my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of the day is when Scott gets home from work. After all these years, I still look forward to hearing the garage door open and catching up on each other's day. Although our lives look different now than they did just a few years ago, I see the blessing these days bring. It gives us more time to simply enjoy being together, to do some of the things we've always talked about doing, to reconnect, and to make new memories together. As the day comes to an end and we finish up today's video, I'm reminded that some of life's sweetest moments are often the ones we almost overlook. As always, I'd love to end our time together by sharing a Bible verse with you. Today I'll be reading from Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. I love this verse because it's a beautiful reminder that even when life changes and we can't always see what's ahead, God is already there. He's always working, always guiding, and always faithful. Well, I thank you so much for watching and for spending part of your day with me. It truly means so much to me that you choose to be here, and I'm incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. My prayer is that today's video encourage you to slow down, appreciate the little moments, and remember that no matter where you are in life, God has a purpose for you. I hope to see you again real soon in my next video. Until then, take care and God bless, friends. Bye.